Okay, so today we're going to talk about my favorite subject, pretty much, like, in the whole wide world. Aloe vera. So, I've been drinking aloe vera for about 14 or 15 years, and so I have it on my website. It's available on my website. I've been delivering it for years because it's what it's done for my family and me personally. And so I'm always, people always want to know about the aloe vera. How do I drink it? Can I drink it? How much do I drink? So this video is for everyone that always has questions and that's always stopping me. And I thought, well, I'm going to make a video because when you have that throughout the day, it's just really time consuming year after year after year. And so this, there's nothing scripted. I have plenty of notes here that I wrote about it, and then just kind of my personal story of why I drink it regularly. So these are frequently asked questions, and then I'm going to also, I'm going to talk. Anybody who knows me knows that I follow Dr. Josh Axe, and I've learned a lot from him, and he talks about the aloe vera, and it says aloe vera benefits heal skin, constipation, and the immune system. So I always recommend, yes, I'm going to make this video, but you as someone who's interested in this, I really want you to do your homework. This is just my experience. And so I want to put this on the website for my followers. I want to inspire them and give them tips on what I do to stay healthy and to keep my immune system healthy. Again, everybody knows I was diagnosed with lupus, or those that know me, I was diagnosed with lupus in 2002, and I kind of reluctantly started to take the aloe vera, and completely changed my life, and it's basically a passion that I have to share with people. And so, frequently asked questions, it says, how did you hear about it? Forever Living, aloe vera was introduced to me and to my family in 1985. I was 13 years old, and my mom was basically dying of lupus, and she started to drink it, and within 3 days she noticed a difference. Now, I was a kid. I saw this aloe vera yellow juice in my refrigerator for years, and I just didn't really care about it. I was a kid. I was too busy playing, probably, I'm sure, in the neighborhood. And so, yeah, it didn't appeal to me. Now, I was 29 when I was diagnosed with lupus. Just the rashes, headaches, just lethargic, arthritic. And so my mom had kind of introduced me to it at that time. She'd been telling me about it. But, so yeah, that's how I got started on it. It says, so check out Caroline's story on thinkandgoaloe.org, and you're going to see how she fully recovered. And today, my mom, Caroline, is healthy and thriving, and she's on no medication, even though she was very sick from lupus. So she was a definite huge inspiration to me, and so I'm alive, and she's alive, and we give hope. So people always ask, oh my gosh, you drink aloe vera? I thought that was just to put on your skin. And yes, we drink aloe vera, and oh my gosh, this is my anti-inflammatory. I cannot, if I didn't have the aloe vera, I would be on medication, which is anti-inflammatories. This is God's natural anti-inflammatory. So then the next question is, well, how much do I drink? Well, back when I was diagnosed and I was very, very sick, I would literally drink, and I'll pour it out for you, probably about 2 or 3 of those a day. And so I would go through like a case of 12 of these aloe vera jugs, which is about a case, probably within a month and a half. And what is really cool about the aloe vera, it's got the pulp in there, and that is what's very healing to the body. And so it's kind of a thick juice, and it's really kind of bitter, and I honestly don't taste it anymore. I'm so used to it. Back in the day, I'd drink probably 2 of these a day or so, 2 big, and I needed to bring the inflammation down. Now I will drink about, I don't know, that much, maybe once a day, once every other day, because my body does, I guess it's inside of my system. I'm fine and healthy, so I don't need as much. I also recommend that it comes sealed. This is how it comes, and it's 33.8 ounces, and it's under $20 on my website. And so it's sealed, and so when you open it, then you need to, before you open it, I always say to shake it, because you want to really get the bolt in there, and that's what's going to be healing to the body. So yes, you can drink the aloe vera. I'm really, really shocked that people don't know that, you know. And let me see. So the quality of the product. So this Forever Living is a really good quality company. As a matter of fact, the FDA tried to shut them down back in the 80s because this plant is just really helping with lots of ailments. And I know that people say, well, you can't say that you're healed, but honestly, I kind of am bold about that, and I actually say I am. I have no symptoms of the lupus. I have no arthritis in my hands and my wrists anymore. I don't have any welts. I did not lose my hair. And again, I was given about 10 years to live and no hope with the doctors. So for me to come back to life, and I will say that I actually just got my immune system back into order. Back then, I can look at myself and I can say, oh my gosh, I know now why I was diagnosed with a quote-unquote diagnosis or a word called lupus, because I was out of alignment with everything. I was eating fast food. I had been eating fast food for many years. I probably was sleep deprived. I wasn't drinking enough water. I was on a lot of medication. So of course my body was going to react with rashes and arthritis. And so people say, oh my gosh, are you in remission? And no, I'm not, I don't have it. My immune system is in alignment with you know, all the foods that I've eaten for the last, decade or so, all of this studying, all of the notes. It's not just the aloe vera. If you all are eating fast food and you're eating those Starbucks drinks and you have no idea where the milk is coming from, and you have no idea that there's hormones in the milk, and you're going out for burgers and you have no idea where your beef is coming from, is it grass-fed? You have no idea if you're going to a restaurant and there's canola oil, and did you know that we cannot digest canola oil as humans? It stays in your body and it doesn't go away, and you get sick with that. So 20 years ago, I was doing all of that. I was eating canola oil, I was eating fast food, I was drinking sodas, which are very acidic. Of course, I went to the doctor and said, doctor, I don't feel well. And he says, oh, you have symptoms of lupus. Well, why didn't he tell me back then, you know, I bet you're eating really bad, and you know what, you should clean up your diet and you should try some healthy anti-inflammatories. But instead he said, you're going to be on medication the rest of your life. You've got about 10 years to live, and it's going to be a rough road. It's going to be downhill. So expect to lose your hair, expect to get the rashes, and we'll just put you on some heavy anti-inflammatories. Thank goodness I didn't settle for that. And I said, there's got to be a way. I just prayed. I said, God, there's got to be a way. And that's when my mom started saying, hey, you've got to take this, Erica. You know, you've got to stop saying it's not going to work. And so I'm glad she really kind of pushed me for 4 months to really just give this a try. So when you're given a diagnosis, it's really, whether it's cancer, lupus, fibromyalgia, you've just got to realize that, oh my gosh, maybe everything that I've been doing for the last decade has really caught up to me, and my body's just kind of speaking this language of like, I need minerals. Well, what is minerals? It's aloe vera. I need to be replenished. I need rest. I need to make sure I'm in the right relationships. I need to make sure I like my job. If all of that, if you're out of alignment, it's going to come through in the form of rashes and headaches and skin irritation and hair loss and immune system and your immune system breaking down. So I can look back, and of course it's just not the aloe vera, it's everything that I've changed about my life, but I am so grateful. You know, if you know me, I study every plant, every mineral that you can think of for years. But what I've noticed is that if I do not have the aloe vera, my whole body will kind of start to hurt within about 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I'll start to notice my joints starting to hurt. So I immediately get back on the aloe, and I've done a 30-day without aloe. And I can understand, you know, for all of us that have been diagnosed with immune systems, it's really, really scary when you start to feel that your body's starting to shut down. And so this is my, this is my remedy. And I'm pretty sure you can hear in my voice. It's something that I know God put on our path, and so we share about it. And now you can go buy the aloe vera at the store. Walmart has it, Whole Foods has it, but I know for a fact, because both my mom and I at different times have tried to go buy it. We went out, we bought it, we tried it. There was not that difference that we feel. We feel like almost this one's just kind of blessed. And I know for a fact God put it in my path because He knew 15 years later I would be speaking about it, and I, would be telling the truth. So, gosh, under $20 for one of these, and you can buy a case of 12, and that'll last you, a year. You cannot put a price on your health. So I spent many years in the hospital. I had fibroid tumors. Little did I know that I would need minerals to help to bring those tumors down. Headaches, like I said, it's just good for inflammation. So, again, it's just not the aloe, it's changing everything in your life. It's having hope. It's having hope that God did go and He put this before us. Also, if I'm going to be doing this more and more, making more videos, but you as customers, I'm grateful that you're supporting me. I'm grateful that you're buying the aloe vera. I'm grateful that you're feeling a difference. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making special videos of all the food I eat and the restaurants I eat at, the ones that have no canola oil and things like that. So for the people that I'm meeting every day, like literally, God is putting people into my path, and I share. You can go to thinkandgoaloe.org, and you can click on aloe, and it goes right to my aloe vera website, and you can order yours and just put the fire out of your immune system and start to repair it with the minerals that God, has for us. So for those of you that are buying regularly, thank you. I appreciate that. And also just stay tuned for, we're going to be doing videos and sending them directly to your email. And so I'm going to show you the skincare I use, the hair products that I use. Actually, I don't have any product in my hair. I don't have any hairspray, any gel, nothing. And I just got my hair cut maybe 3-4 days ago, and my hairstylist, she said, "Oh my gosh, your hair keeps getting more and more thick." Well, aloe vera is made of minerals, and it's made of silica, and the human body is made of silica. So the more silica I have, the more life I have in me. My nails are always growing. My hair is really thick. I have no irritation on my skin when I go out in the sun. So, just be inspired. If you have been given a diagnosis, there is hope. It took about 4 months of drinking the aloe vera juice for me to even see a difference. And within that 4 months of drinking the aloe vera, I went through, it's called a healing crisis. So I actually, all of the medication and I say like the fast food that I had eaten had to really come out on my skin, and I really broke out on my forehead and like across my chin. And so, but I kept drinking the aloe vera because all of that, I guess, had to come out. And my mom would remind me that I was going through a healing crisis. After about 4 months, I noticed that I started to have a little bit of a glow. My arthritis wasn't as bad. The headaches weren't as bad. I just started to see a little bit of hope, I guess. And I have nothing that ails me. Arthritis is gone. no hair loss. Skin, I just wear less and less makeup and to cover up any kind of blemishes. So really, you know, I always get girls that say, what do you wear on your skin? What do you wear on your skin? And it's like, well, actually I drink this. And for some reason, if you're out in the sun, you can actually keep a little bit of this in the refrigerator, and you could keep a separate container. You could actually, with a cotton ball, you can pat it on your skin, and it's very cooling. It kind of gets a little red because it's healing the skin. But I tell people, if you get sunburn, you can definitely put it on. Now this one you drink it, but again, you can, if you're in a situation and you need a blemish that needs to go down or a sunburn that's just a little too much, I would recommend you keep a little bit in the fridge, and you can keep that for your skin. But really, I just use an aloe vera based, it's a rose cream, and that's going to be on the website soon. We've been using that for 20 years, and it's a cream that my mom actually blended together with beautiful oils, and that's the only thing we use on our skin. And so I'll do a video on that soon. Both my mom and I will do a video on that, so stay tuned for that. But, you know, if you want to put out the fire and you want to strengthen your immune system, just be inspired that these are great products. And so that's basically, it's not about what I put on my skin. It's all the, you know, you can go to the makeup store and you can buy all of this stuff, but really your skin needs to breathe. And it's, you know, we all know we are what we eat. And so you can look at somebody and you can see how their skin is and how much makeup they're putting on and why are they trying to cover up symptoms. You know, it's going to show up. And so you can actually tell when a person's healthy, when they've got long nails, when they have their hair is healthy, when their skin is healthy. And so you can see that kind of glow from the inside out. So it's not about what kind of makeup I use. It's about what am I eating. And so for those of you supporting us, thank you. You will get so many tips emailed to you on your personal email of what I do first thing in the morning, how I wash my face, what I use in the shower, and what I have for dinner. So thank you again for supporting us. And when you support us, we're going to inspire you every day that we can. So go to my website at thinkandgoaloe.org and be inspired. Again, if you were diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder or something else, just know that faith over fear, it's not a big deal. I will tell you right now, it's not a big deal. It's just a wake-up call for you to change your life. And follow me and I will help you get started on that journey, because really nobody was there to help me. And so I thank God that He heard my prayers and He's making this a reality for me. So we're going to go to San Francisco and we're going to go thrift store shopping, and I'm so excited because I've had my aloe for the day and I feel amazing. So have a great day and be inspired, and we'll see you soon.